I remember when these technologies came out in the early 80s, like IVF, in vitro fertilization. I was young at the time, but I don't remember any major kind of debates, even among religious folks like Christian, priests or whatever, about, is this even ethical to produce children in this artificial way where you're taking sperm and egg from like donors and all of that? Is it even ethical to do this and to like mix lineage and obfuscate parentage, and in Islam is very, very clear. Like, our ulama have derived from the Sharia, all of these procedures are haram unless you are taking the egg from the wife, the sperm from the husband.
Yes.
Maybe she can't, like, her fallopian tubes are blocked, so they can't conceive the natural way. It's her egg, his sperm, she carries the baby. That's it. So you're preserving the natural, God-given and God-designed, framework of reproduction, and that child is born legitimately of a married mother and father to those people within that home, so to speak, right? If you take a sperm donor, egg donor, or surrogate mother, that's all completely haram. And they say it's like bimathabat is zina. It's like zina. Yeah. And for most Western people, what do you mean it's like zina? Like fornication, like no one had sex with anyone. Like, right. Why is that? No one outside of that couple, they were not unfaithful. You say, yeah, but it reproduces the consequences of zina. It's as if the woman went out and had sex with the sperm donor. Right.
It shows how holistic the Sharia is and how holistic Islam is, because as you were saying, sort of to paraphrase, Islam, and of course Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has the longest view in the room, right? So right. We're looking at sexual ethics, we're looking at everything. We're looking at the whole lead up, the whole subject formation, the whole, yes, the act of sex itself, and then all the consequences and fallout that's going to happen later. Mm-hmm. Whereas like the modern society and the modern world is only focused on one very, very minute aspect, just the actual act of intercourse. Is there consent? Is there harm? And completely neglecting everything that has to lead up to that moment, completely neglecting everything that's going to be downstream of that moment. So it's very, very sort of limited and myopic sort of way to look at things.
It's very artificial too, right? Because it doesn't take into account, the actual consequences of the act. And it focuses, again, just on individualistic desires. And then it turns those into the center of personhood.